Good morning, everyone. Lovely day outside because it's been bloody sweltering hot over here. Very humid, but today it's actually kind of cool. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to come out here and have a talk again. And today I want to be talking about the mind, the body. Overthinking separates the mind from the body. And what do I mean by this? We usually give too much reason to anything. And what do I mean by this? Like, have you noticed just how much we have to justify everything we do? Like we go on this huge tirade with everything. I don't do this because that. Oh, but why are you doing that because of that? And this and it's actually one of the most avoidant sort of things imaginable. Now, let's not kid ourselves and say reason is pointless, but what I've come to understand is that the highest reason for literally doing anything in your life, you know, whether it would be, you know, going for a walk, writing a book, being with a partner or whatever, the highest reason is no reason at all, you know? And I think we get to a certain point in our lives where we actually can't justify, where we can't actually justify. It's actually impossible to do so because it becomes will. It becomes the fire from heaven. The whole becoming the hollow tube to bring down fire from heaven, you know? And the reason why this is so important to me, because I've only just realized sort of recently, well, it's mainly been a whole year sort of thing, because I needed a reason for fucking doing everything, right? I needed a reason to, study. I needed a reason to be motivated to do anything. But I've noticed that reason, when the reasons are say for example, I wanted to see money, or I wanted to get recognition, or because I wanted to avoid a really unhealthy or avoid a certain circumstance, what ends up happening is when those reasons fail me, right? When reason fails me, I don't have a leg to stand on. Yeah? Do you know what I mean by that? Because let's just say, let's give you a good example. Okay. Let's just say you want to write a book, and your unconscious underlying reason is because I wanted to make money, right? And also the reason, I fancy myself an artist. Those are reasons. And then you go publish it, right? And you don't make money, and it gets review bombed, and it's like 1 fucking star on Amazon or something like that. And then you go, maybe I'm not an artist. Maybe I can't make money off it. Then all of a sudden, you don't do it. You know? This is how reason can actually betray us. And I can't really do it for you, but most reason, and I guess thought, is usually just a conjunction of our own experiences, ideas that were most likely given to us in the first place. Right? That most of our own ideas are inherited. They're not really our own. And yeah, when we have reason, usually we're just going off experience. We're basically our map. So the map is not the territory. And when you think of it that way, a lot more things start to open up. Because once there's no longer reason to get in the way of certain things, you can actually finally start living your life in a way that's actually helpful. And I think another a good thing is in the occult sort of area, like Hippocrates is just making sure. Yeah, Hippocrates is the god of innocence, and he's doing that. In other words, silence is the ultimate form of innocence. It's the ultimate form of the true self, when you don't have all these fucking thoughts from every which way sort of bombarding you from experiences or what you've been told or what traumas you carry. So stop identifying yourself with the mind, because when you think you might get a download, it might just be your own bullshit. Now, it's not always the case, right? Sometimes you can actually have a real, like, sudden flash of inspiration and it's just like instant. It does happen, and I've intuited things that I was almost impossible for me to intuit, right? I'm not going to go into them, but it does happen. But also, there's been plenty of times when I thought, oh, it's a download, and it's just my own head cheese. It's a very difficult task to be able to differentiate what's actually a genuine download and what's just your thoughts. And people too much, and I think what gets in the way is, this identification with the mind. And when you identify yourself with the mind, instead of the body, your mind separates from the body. If there's anything you should be identifying yourself with, it's not the mind, it's your whole body. Because if there's collective intelligence in everything, as it's been proven, pretty much everywhere at this point, with collective intelligence, you should allow the body to be a part of that collective intelligence. And I think overdoing our world with reason is probably causing a lot of our suffering, actually. We're so full of wind. Anyway, I'm not too sure if this was going to be a super long one, but I think that was probably the more important thing to sort of get up on. Anyway, guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment to my Substack, subscribe to my YouTube. I've got a few projects in the works. I'm not going to say it because, again, it's better that you don't talk about it. And hopefully reason doesn't get in the way. I'll see you guys later.